So let's shake it out. Oh, get a little blood flowing, get a little energy moving. Remembering that we're going to stay very mindful in today's practice because of the new moon energy, right? So when we go through our poses, right? Let's say we're doing an upward salute. We're raising the arms. So bring your hands down by your side. Start to lift your arms. Now we're not just, okay, here we are. There's a whole space in between, right? So let's observe the space in between. What is happening on the way to having those arms in upward salute? Same thing on the way down. We turn the palms out, and what happens on the way to bringing the arms down? Okay, so that's the theme. It's not just we were here, now we're here. It's where did we go? Okay, what was the journey? Just like our entire yoga practice is a journey. So let's find mountain pose here. Ground through those feet, lift the toes, spread them out, mindfully bring them back down, right? It's not just up, down. Lining the hips over the ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. Now we're going to notice, where are our hands? Are they on your thighs? Anywhere other than right by your side? Because when they are in a forward position, so are your shoulders. So roll your shoulders back, your hands at your side, palms face forward. Now we're nice and long and tall. Inhale and exhale. And taking a moment to really ingrain this position, this posture, so that when you're standing during the day, you just know, oh yeah, I need to line things up, right? I need my shoulders over my hips and not hunched forward. Exhale, and let's take a journey, inhaling the arms up with the breath. And when you're there, exhale the arms down. Nice deep breaths. And what is the journey the breath is taking? In through the nose, and watch where it goes. And release. And we'll do that one more time with this. Inhale, taking note, and exhale. And now what's happened to the energy in your space with those nice deep breaths? What's happened in your mind? Have things calmed down any amount? Okay, let's shake things out and get to getting. So we're going to do a spinal series. First, we're going to move those knees and hips, juicing them up. And when we do cats and cows, we want to notice that the knees and hips will also move with us, okay? So let's take your hands to your thighs, soft bend in the knees and hips, round forward cat, open cow. What just happened? The legs straightened, right? Pelvis went forward. Cat, cow. And just move through your cats and cows. Maybe you start to notice, whoa, my shoulders are opening up as well in both directions. And the next time your hands are forward in your cat pose, stay here and slowly roll up and find your mountain pose again, that perfect alignment. And breathe, shake it out. All right, so keep your feet hip width distance apart. We will be tilting side to side, and we want the feet to stay nice and steady. So just with the hands down by your side, not in front of you, right? Tilt left and right and left and right. Reaching left and right. We're opening up the side body and right. And those feet are grounded so the rib cage is coming away from the hip. Now we're going to take it to the left and stay here. Pull up just a bit and deepen. Pull up a bit again and see where your hand goes this time. And take it up and right and hold. Come up a bit and deepen. Come up a bit and see where it goes. And bring it up. We're going to do one more thing with this. Come to your end point on the left, the deepest place you went. Now, float your right arm straight up to the sky. Reach up to the sky with the right, down to the earth with the left. Take your gaze up to your right, down to your left, back up to your right, arm down, switch, come to your end point of your rightward tilt. Yes, left arm up, reach up, left. Take your gaze up, reach down with those right fingertips, take your gaze down to the right, back up left, and come center and release, shake it out. All right, so the spine is really starting to work now. We're going to take it just gentle twisting side to side. So the feet are about mat width distance apart, and we're just going to move side to side. The lower body is free. One arm, then the other. And if it starts to feel right for you, just start to reach a little more toward the earth, and maybe a lot toward the earth. So you're finding your way through here. And then coming back and reaching side to side. And then up. Maybe a little up. Maybe you reach for the sky. Okay, we're going to come center, let the hands drop. Now just keep your legs where they are, and we're going to stay right here. And when we think about like things that we need to do in life, especially if we're driving, we need to be able to turn the neck. So let's just work on that. Your chin is parallel with the floor here. Turn your head to the left and to the right. And to the left. Notice if there's anything stuck, and to the right, and to the left, and to the right. Now, as you go to the left, notice what you see and where your end point is. What are you looking at? What, if it's a blank wall, what particular part of the wall? And come back to center. Now, without turning your head, turn your eyes to the left and see what you find. And come back center. And then turn your head to the right. So we're working on our peripheral vision, right? Notice what you see at your end point. Take your gaze back to center. And now take your eyes to the right and see where your end point is in your peripheral vision, and center and shake things out. So those are just very functional things that we need in our lives every day, right? For our safety. So let's shake things out. And we're going to come down to the earth for core work and seated work. You can always do it in a chair, but most of us will be on the mat. Take your feet hip width distance apart. Inhale and exhale. Float the arms up, inhale. Here's our journey, right? We're not just going from standing to fold. We are taking a journey from standing to fold. So notice what happens in your body as you come into your forward fold. And then shine your heart forward for your half lift journey. Fingertips down, and then find your way back to down dog. How do you get there? When does your body feel off balance? When does it feel back in balance? And then go ahead and pedal those feet. So we need strong, flexible feet. We need the toes to be able to act independently. So let's roll over those toes. Now press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. Bring your knees to the earth and come to seated. So seated mountain pose, where are we here? We've got the hips nice and even on the mat, the heels nice and even on the mat. The spine nice and long, and let's journey those arms up, feeling the energy from the earth come up with us. So palms out, inhale, arms up. Then when we feel the palms touch, we feel that energy captured, and we draw it to our heart. Thinking about what is it that we want to energize or nourish in our particular lives right now. And let's shake things out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so moving on, we're moving into dead bug series. Okay, so we're going to come down to the earth here. All right. So you already know you can work with your feet down. Let's just try one of those, hands by your side. Right leg is forward. As a review, that heel is not on the mat. The heel is lifted. This is where the core work comes from. And bring it in. And then you've got your left leg forward, heel is hovering, right arm is back, and bring the feet down. So that's dead bug from the foot down position. Now let's do it from a right knee up. Right knee to tabletop. Extend right leg, left arm. Bring that right knee back to tabletop. Left knee up, tabletop. Extend left leg, right arm. Bring it in and release. All right, butterfly those knees. Okay, so we're going to go slow enough to really pay attention to that entire journey, right? What are the legs doing? How does the core feel? Decide if you want to work with your feet down or your right knee up. We're going 4 times, right leg, left arm. Nice and slow, right leg, left arm. We feel that hover. We notice what happens as that leg comes back in and hand down. And we extend again, feeling the leg extending and coming in, feeling the leg coming back. What's happening in the left side of the body? It needs to stay nice and strong. Extend on the right and in. And last time, extend right. And in, right foot down. All right, so we'll do it with the left knee. Okay, you can keep your left foot down if you prefer. Left leg extends, heel hovers, and we see what happens as we take the leg back. And we notice what happens as we extend. And we take it back in and extend and in. And just the slowness of this is adding to the work, right? It's making it much more difficult, more effective. Extend and in, bring it down, butterfly those knees. All right, it's time to go alternating with 2 knees up. Again, you can go right, left with your feet down, or 2 knees up. Here we go. Okay, let's take the arms up this time. We're going right leg forward, left arm back, and up. This is the most traditional version of dead bug. Left leg forward, right arm back, and up. Right leg again, and in. Left leg again, and in. Right leg, and in. Left leg, and in, and last one, right leg, and in, and left leg, and in. Hug those knees in and rock. Okay, so this may be the slowest we've ever gone. You also might be feeling it more than you ever have any dead bug before. We're going to go 2 arms, 2 legs. Let's try it with the feet down. I think this will be accessible for everybody. 2 arms, 2 legs, extend and in. Okay, now knees up is the other way and extend and in. All right, rock it out for a second. Pick one of those positions and do 4. Is anybody feeling like I just cannot do 2 legs? Raise a leg if you're feeling like 2 legs is out of the question for you. Good, we're staying with 2 legs. All right, here we go. 2 legs, 2 arms, extend and in. You might be noticing your back here. Extend, take care of it, and in by really engaging your core, right? Make sure that core is engaged. Extend and in. And this is our last one. Extend and in, and hug in. Bring the feet down, and let's wiggle those knees open and closed. Inhale and exhale. All right, we are going to come to hands and knees now. Okay, if you do not want to be on hands and knees, you can do this with your hands on a wall or a chair. We're just going to do a little bit of oblique work from hands and knees. Okay, so what we're going to do is come into bird dog. Let's start right leg, left arm. And then take your right leg out to the right, left arm out to the left. Come center. Bring it down for a second. This time we go left leg, right arm into bird dog. Left leg out, right arm out to the side. Come center and down. Okay, so we're going to do right 4 times, left 4 times. Here we go. Right leg, left arm up and take it out. And center. Don't bring anything down. We're going back. Out and center. Out and center. And last one and center. And if you're on hands and knees, come off your wrists for a moment. Shake it out. If you're on a chair, stand up and shake things out at the wall. All right. Last thing, we're going to the left. Left leg, right arm. And left leg to the left, right arm to the right, and center. There you go. Out and center, and 3, and center, and 4, and center, and let's take it to child's pose. Just a little mindful moment here in child's pose. Knees are spread wide, hips are back toward the heels, forehead is supported. And then really pay attention as you come into downward facing dog. Okay, you could be doing dog on the chair too. Your legs are straight, your heels are pressing toward the earth. Breathe here. Try and feel your weight balanced between 2 hands and 2 feet. And then take a nice mindful journey, feet to the hands. When you get there, hands to the thighs, shine your heart forward, half lift. Slide down into a forward fold, and remember to follow the whole journey as you inhale your arms up. Feel that energy and bring it to your heart. And shake it out. Okay, so I wanted to review the standing hip series because this is a great thing to do every day. It's very simple, it's easy to remember, sort of. Okay, and we want to use something to help keep us stable because we are going to stand on a block. The reason we're standing on the block is so that the outside leg can move freely. So let's start with your support. It really doesn't matter which side, but if you want to follow the sides that I'm doing, we have the support on the right foot on the block, and we lift. Okay, so now just take a moment to make sure you're in a good position with your support, and let's swing that left leg forward and back, or the outside leg, depends which way your room is set up. Yes, so we're liberating that hip, swinging it back and forth. And notice when you swing back, you're opening your front hip flexor. When you swing forward, you're opening your hamstring. Now pause, and we're going to go X, half an X. So we swing the left leg over diagonally to the right and diagonally behind, right and behind. And we're trying to keep the upper body. This is great. Y'all look great here. Upper body is staying steady, so it's not like we're not wiggling around like that. Anybody been given these exercises from a physical therapist? Yeah, very popular. Okay, now we're going to clean out the hip. Okay, so we're going to put a little bend in that outside knee, draw the knee across the front of the body, take a big swing open, and take the leg behind. Swing open, behind. So you see what part of the hip this is working, right? It's that ball and socket joint that we are cleaning out. All right, last one. Now we're just going to come back to center and just let that outside leg hang for a moment. And release. Woo, shake out those legs. So the leg that you were standing on that was supporting you might be a little fatigued, right? Don't worry, tell it your day is here. All right, so now you can either just turn around or move your support to your other side. In this case, in my case, it will be your left side. Put your left foot on the block. So there's a good spot for the chair where it's not too far behind you or too far in front of you, just right. So put your support there or move your body and come up on your inside leg and start to swing that outside leg. All right, just a few more like this. We did spend a bit of time doing this on the other side, so we want to be even. And 2, and 1, and pause. All right, now we're going to take the outside leg in half an X, so diagonally forward, diagonally back, forward, back. You might notice here, woo, this glute really kicks in, doesn't it? So maybe there's some glute strengthening happening here as well. Everything works in concert. You know, nothing is just too much working in isolation. And let's do 3 more. 2, and 1. And get ready for the hip cleaner here. Bend that knee, draw the knee across to the other side and back, across and back, across and back. and 3, and 2, and 1. Now just let that outside leg dangle and bring it down. Whew. All right. Now both my legs are exhausted, but my hips are super happy. If you're done with your chair for the day, just move it out of the way. Keep it handy if you're not sure whether you're going to want it again. What else we're going to do now, we're going to shake things out. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to do a Warrior 2 series. Okay, so we're going to do Warrior 2 with Archer. So turn so that your legs can be Warrior 2 wide. Right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle. The pelvis is level. The right knee is over the right ankle and tracks right in between the center of your right foot, shoulders over hips. Ground through your back foot. Bring your arms in line with your shoulders. All right. Now turn your gaze past your right fingertips. All right, so we're going to move into Archer here. So turn your gaze to the left. Find your left hand and follow your left hand as it slowly comes around. Meets the right and then travels, we're still looking at the left hand, travels up the arm, across the body, and back open to the left. And again, following over to the right. Up the arm, across the body, open to the left. It takes everything I have to keep going this slowly. Let's take it over to the right. You can let me know if that's you. Across the arm, across the body, and back to the left. Now we land once again in Warrior 2, and we turn our gaze to the right. Now just bring your hands to your hips, turn your toes forward. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold, so the legs are still wide. Index fingers are in those hip creases. Our fold is coming from the hips, not the spine. Okay, so the spine stays long. Start to fold forward. Now, if you feel, and also think about keeping the hips over the ankles. If you feel like head higher than hips is right for you today, stay there. If you're going lower, go lower. Wherever you land, bring your hands comfortably either to your legs or to the mat. And you're in a nice forward fold, extending through those hamstrings. Just let everything release. Let the crown of your head, whether you're high or low, let things just kind of melt down toward the earth. And now bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up from wherever you were. Take a breath. Press through the feet the rest of the way up. Okay, let's go ahead and get those legs back together. Shake them out and take it wide again. This time we're going Warrior 2 to the left. Left toes to the left, right toes in at an angle. Left knee over ankle. The pelvis is level. Shoulders over hips. Arms out from the shoulders. Gaze past your left fingertips in Warrior 2. Now turn your gaze to the right. Follow that right hand around. As it meets the left, comes up the left arm, across the body. We're still looking at that right hand. And we open to the right. And we come across slowly. And up the arm. And across. And this is our last one. We land back in Warrior Two and then turn the gaze back to the left. Now bring your hands to your hips. This time we'll turn the toes out, let the knees bend, melt forward, and just let everything go. Just move around. Nod your head yes and no. Coming back to yes. Bend one knee and then the other. Wiggle your hips side to side. And then slowly roll up. Take it slow. Heel toe. Find yourself back in mountain pose. All right. So first we're going to just scan the body from head to toe and see anything else that your body is saying it wants to happen here. Look around your space, see if maybe you have a blanket you want to cover up with or a bolster for under your knees for when we're in final relaxation. And then we're going to find mountain pose at the top of our mats. Take a moment to line everything up. And let our breath settle back down. As we consider, how did we get here? How did we get to the top of the mat now? From the beginning of our practice till just now, what's been going on? Maybe even from before we got into our practice. It was a conscious decision and a commitment. I'm going to do this. So let's bring our hands to our hearts and honor that commitment, honor the journey. A little more to come. Inhale those fingertips up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift, bring your fingertips down and find your way to down dog. Okay? Could be doing down dog with your hands on a chair as usual, or you could be in every part of you touching the earth, hands and feet. Let's go ahead and just observe this dog. Feel nice and balanced in the dog. And then just move a little bit, hips side to side, the knees bend and straighten. And find your way back to seated mountain pose. Once again, we're observing. The hips are even, the heels are even, hands are by our side. Drawing that energy up from the earth, noticing as we draw the arms up, we can lengthen the spine. We gather that energy, lengthen the spine, capture it, and let's continue to lengthen the spine as we bring the hands to the heart. Take a couple of breaths. And shake things out. So forward folds are a great way to just observe interiorly and calm down. So we're just going to do a gentle, gentle forward fold. Float your arms gently up and just melt forward. And roll your hands up your legs. Inhale. And just another little gentle forward fold. Considering this as time with yourself. And roll it up. All right, we're going to shake things out a little bit and then take it all the way down to the mat. Start to notice your body on the mat. So for this, we're going to have the knees bent, the feet are grounded, about hip width distance apart. Hands are by your side. Palms are face up, just in a nice receptive motion here. And then let's go ahead and butterfly those knees open and closed. Now we'll take a nice long inhale, extend the legs, arms overhead, point those toes. Exhale, draw the knees in. Hold on under your knees. Let your knees come away from you and rock side to side. So we're getting a low spine massage here. And then come back to center, extend again, arms and legs, inhale, and exhale, find happy baby. So you might be holding your feet, you might be holding your hamstrings, right? And then in happy baby, we'll notice as we rock, we're getting a little different part of the spine massaged, right? A little higher up than we just did. All feeling good. All right. Now let go of your feet if you're holding them. Bring your hands under your knees and let your legs come down, but your feet are still up, right? So the knees are in toward the chest and the feet are lifted so that we can point and flex. Now, when I circle two ankles at once, I always find it interesting to note, do my ankles go, let's circle, are they both going the same direction or are they moving in opposition? And then take your ankles in the other direction. It's just fun to see what the feet do. Circle those ankles. Whew. Release the feet to the mat. Now extend your arms out from your sides, bend your elbows, and let's work those fingers. So really feel the hands working, the fingers spread and come in. Spread wide and come in. Wiggling. Rotate those wrists one direction and the other. Now, keeping the arms extended out from the shoulders, let's do those head turns. We did them standing. Now notice what's the feeling when you do head turns and your head is on the mat. And the next time your head is over to the right, just identify where are you looking and come back to center. And now keep your head straight up and just use your eyes. Find your peripheral vision. Where can you see? And come back to center. Now turn your head to the left and hold. Identify, what am I seeing? And come center and just the eyes. Slide those eyes over. And center. All righty. Let's extend. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands down by your side. Scan your body from head to toe. Bend your knees if you prefer. Scan your body. Take any final movements, any final realignment. Find your way to final relaxation. Inhale through the nose and slowly exhale. Release your body into final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. And on your next inhale, extend long. Exhale, draw in. Find your way over to a side. And come on back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste. All right, guys.